This is a collective reading offered with the intention of being a source of validation, confirmation, and strength. For those who are here, guided to it, if you're watching this, it's for a reason. You come from a family of false starters. You come from a family of those who couldn't quite get off the ground, who couldn't quite find their footing, who couldn't quite find strength and success. You may have even come from a very chaotic upbringing where you didn't have a real strong connection to family, you know. But I'm being brought to like a bird who has many eggs, right? Doesn't just birth one, but many, you know. Some of them are not gonna fly out the nest, some of them are not gonna land, but you are one who will. You're one who will fly, you know. Of the many that couldn't, you are one that will. And we know you're suffering in doubt. We know you're suffering in questioning yourself. We know that you have been participating in things that further degrade your confidence. No shame. No shame. Just like the cat, you're crying to be let in. Let into warmth. Let into life. And what you're working on, something is gonna fly. Something is gonna go. Something is gonna run. Something is gonna have legs to run. Just heard that. Something is gonna have legs to run. And it's coming from you. Don't lose faith. This very much feels like a message offered to someone or to some group of the collective that is ready to lose faith. It's okay. And I feel like you're about to step into something that really makes you feel different, that really validates so many of the experiences you've had and the work that you put into yourself. You're not a stranger to therapy. You're not a stranger to self-help. If I'm talking to you right now and you're watching this, you're not a stranger to working on yourself. Desperately, eagerly, vigilantly wanting to manifest a reality for yourself that is different from what you came from. And you've been successfully on that path. We know it can be wearisome to constantly continue to consistently get messages about, you know, don't give up, you know, it's right around the corner. And we know that you are exhausted, right? But you really are so close. And it's not about a timing thing. Well, it kind of is, but it's not about like, this is the particular time where things are supposed to come into your life. Some of that is karmically written, but it's mostly about your alignment, right? And you're getting closer and closer to that. The universe isn't sitting back and withholding it till they think you are deserving and ready for it, or they feel like you know. Spirit does hold things back, and your ancestors, spirits, angels, guides, they hold things back to make sure that you're ready for it, and they kind of have their own process to make sure that you're being prepared for something that's coming in so that it sticks. However, this is more about your alignment, and you can look at your life and the work that you've been doing as a constant strive towards alignment and allowing the very creation and co-creation that you've been forging, and it's working. I kind of feel like you already are in alignment. Right? There's a threshold of opportunity here that you're standing in front of. And you're not standing in front of it alone. Many of you guys have children, grandchildren even, some of you, that are going to go with you. And there are people that are going to be left behind in addiction and wallowing, false starters, right? And it's not to judge them, it's to understand that, you know, perhaps that wasn't their mission or whatever. They just can't go with you. You know, they unfortunately are not in alignment, and standing too close to them is also breathing in the same air that they're breathing, and making your alignment or putting your alignment in jeopardy. And so this is an offering of understanding from Spirit to let you know that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to let people be. You know, you are in alignment now. You know, these things are coming in. You know, there are a lot of events around you. I'm also seeing, like with this Tower card, that there are a lot of events around you that are trying to shock you out of your alignment. Okay, this is not going to work. Spirit is very clear on that. This is not going to work. It's not even that you need to get advice on it. It's just a validation for you, so that you can feel a sense of confirmation about those experiences. And I feel a lot of you guys are shining. You know, a lot of you guys are sharing things very vulnerably as well. Spirit is proud of that, and it feels like there's a direct response to that. You guys have a lot of things about the world and wisdom that you share, whether it be to individuals or to a group of people. Some of you are readers. Spirit is saying that there's a kind of reaction and response to that you've grown so strong to that it doesn't make you waver. You are fully ready to let go, and you are letting go. And so therefore, this is your confirmed reading, letting you know and giving you that little boost of confidence. You know, you are balancing some things right now, and that's not easy, you know, but you're in alignment. This is what alignment feels like if you were curious. Some things have to be kept hidden. Some things can't be shared, unfortunately, you know, unfortunately. Some things we want to share in abundance with others, and some things we really can't without jeopardizing the entire pool that abundance comes from. Without throwing ourselves into a karmic experience that is really not for us. Let them learn by watching. Let them learn by experience. But I do feel a lot of masculine energy in the ancestral realm here. So this is very much so about where alignment meets action, meets inspiration, meets structure, meets creation, meets like holding down something. I'm getting like holding something down, holding down wealth, holding down an idea, holding down a vision in the physical with physical things, like taking steps and taking actions. That's what feels like is coming around the corner and what's next. And right now you are weighing out, like, what does that look like for you? You're really digesting that. So it's coming to form in the sense of a vision. So whatever is next is coming into it. That's what you're working on now, right? What do I do with this? Where do I go with this, right? I'm in alignment. Now let's create, but you're really working out, what is it that I want? What kind of creation do I want? What do I want in my life? What do I want to manifest? What kind of purpose do I want to serve here? These things are what you're kind of balancing through and working through right now. And I don't think you're doing it alone. Fortunately, I think for a long time you've been doing it on your own, but I think that you have found individuals or an individual that are cut from the same cloth as you. And it's strategy time. Right now is a time of strategy and co-creation. Your magnetic field, or your magnetism is very strong, so it's like, what vehicle are we going to use for this? I also see something about like spirits working together. So like, say you connect with somebody, say you're in a relationship, say there's somebody that you met far away that you really resonate with and you have conversations with, and there's somebody who really understands your soul, understands you on a deeper level. It's like your spirits and their spirits are like working in tandem. I also see that somebody here is being constrained, confined. Somebody might have even been arrested physically. Somebody might be dealing with physical issues that keep them from showing up in your life in a very destructive way like they have before. Somebody's being constrained. This is for someone or a group of people. There's someone here who's been a bane of your existence, someone here who's like hell-bent on making your life hell. This person is being suppressed, constrained, restricted for the time being. They're not going to prevent your plane from taking flight. They're not going to prevent you, period. Okay? Yeah, Chariot, like, it's moving forward, baby. Like, of all these cards, the Fool card, a new beginning. Like, this is your confirmation and your validation. You're free to drink from the cup. You're free to drink from the cup. You're free to drink from the cup. That's the title. You're free to drink from the cup of creation. I love that. I love that. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Thank you guys for being here, and bye.